Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Curtis here, also known as the Unbox Fox. So, as you can tell by my ugly Christmas jumper and the decorations behind me, it is finally that time of the year where we can start watching Christmas films. So I thought I would go through and show you my top 10 Christmas films and a few honourable mentions. Before we get into the video though, I do want to apologise in advance if you can hear me snivelling or coughing or anything. It is also that time of the year when my nose has decided to go and clog up, and yeah, I've got a cold. So please do bear with me in this if I do start snivelling or coughing. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into my top 10.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
So coming in at number 10, we have Jack Frost. I put this at number 10 because it doesn't really give off like an amazing Christmas vibe, although it is sort of set around Christmas. All about a snowman that comes to life, and yeah, that's basically it, really. It comes to life, and they have a lot of fun in it. It's a really good family film starring Michael Keaton. But yeah, so that's number 10, Jack Frost. Coming in at number 9, we have a really sort of crazy film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, which means you will probably know what this is. And it's Jingle All the Way. Crazy film about Arnold Schwarzenegger's character trying to get a Turbo Man doll, like a superhero doll, for his son for Christmas, which he forgot to buy in time for Christmas, and he's had to rush out a few days before Christmas and try and get this doll, and it's just absolutely outrageous, hilarious, got a really good cast, but yeah, it's just Arnie at his best, to be honest. So yeah, number 9, Jingle All the Way. So coming in at number 8, we have the Santa Claus. Only really the first one. Second and third one aren't that great, and I wasn't that keen on the Santa Clauses on Disney Plus. Second one and the third one aren't too bad, but the first one is brilliant. Used to love watching it when I was small. Basically, Tim Allen's character and his son, they're staying at his on Christmas Eve, and his son hears Santa outside. They go outside. Santa falls off the roof. Tim Allen's character puts on Santa's costume. He becomes Santa. Spoiler alert. But yes, really good. But yeah, that was number 8, The Santa Claus. Coming in at number 7 is a Bill Murray film, and it is Scrooged. Obviously, sort of modern, well, I say modern, 80s modern take on the Christmas Carol story. Bill Murray is brilliant in this. Not much else I can really say because it's Christmas Carol. Basically the same sort of storyline. You know, he's an asshole and sort of redemption story at the end. Classic Christmas Carol sort of style. But this is a really cool sort of modern 80s take on it. So if you haven't seen this, I do highly recommend it. So yeah, that was number 7, Scrooged. Coming in at number 6 is, I imagine this is on everybody's top list at Christmas, and that is the Home Alone films. I put them on par with each other. I think they're really good. Probably wondering why it's not a bit higher, but there are Christmas films that are better than this, as this is sort of only set at Christmas, but it's still a Christmas film, and I'm going to say that because I'm going to make a point later about another film that I will show in my honourable mentions. But yes, everybody calls this a Christmas film, which it is because it's set at Christmas. That's all I'm going to say, and then I will pick back up on that in my honourable mentions. But yes, do love these films. Who doesn't know about Home Alone? But if you haven't, go check them out. They're really good. Only the first two though, 3, 4, and 5, and possibly 6. I think are awful. So just the first two. Anyway, so that was Home Alone. Coming in at number 5 is an absolute Jim Carrey classic that everybody should whack on at Christmas, and that is The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Brilliant live adaptation of the Grinch story, probably the best adaptation of the Grinch story. I did quite like the one that was voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch, which I think was done by Sony Animation, which was quite good, but nowhere near as good as this. This is brilliant, but just not as brilliant as the next four. So yes, that was Grinch coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, everybody's got to love this movie, right? Elf with Will Ferrell. Brilliant film. About a guy that grows up in the North Pole, realizes he's not an elf, goes back to New York and tries to find his dad. Spoiler alert. But yeah, really good film. Really funny. Sort of sums up the Christmas period. Really cool. But yeah, so that's number 4, Elf. Coming in at number 3 is a film that I watched last year for the first time and absolutely love it. And this will be watched every Christmas from now on. This was out of the blue, and I just love it. And that is Violent Night with David Harbour. Brilliant film. If you like Home Alone and you like Die Hard, and you love Santa Claus, just throw them all in the mix, and you get Violent Night. I can't really say much about it because it will give too much away, but I think the whole Die Hard meets Home Alone meets Santa Claus pretty much does give it away. But if you haven't seen this, do go check it out. It's brilliant and awesomely gory. Not for kids, it is a 15. So yeah, that's number 3, Violent Night. So it's down to the top 2. So these two films was really hard for me to pick which one I think is better. And out of the two of them, I had to pick number 1 as the best Christmas film that sums up Christmas and is just perfect in my eyes. So in second place, is not that one. It is Muppets Christmas Carol. I was really tempted to put this in number 1 because I watch this every Christmas Eve without fail. It's my own little tradition. Simply because Kermit says it's one more sleep till Christmas in the song. But I think this is probably the best Christmas Carol adaptation in my eyes. I just think it's fantastic. So yes, that's Muppets Christmas Carol. So number 1, the best Christmas film ever made. Period. You can't fight me on this. This is the best Christmas film ever created. It's perfect. The person that plays Santa in it is, in my eyes, Santa. He is Santa. There's no fighting that. This is one of the best films ever, and it's the Santa Claus movie, with Dudley Moore, and John Lithgow in it, and it's got a fantastic cast. And this guy right here, I can't remember his name, but he is Santa. He's the best Santa. The storyline of this is just brilliant, and all the music in it, and the bit at the beginning where you see the North Pole, it's just fantastic. So I'm going to stop ranting on about it. This is a great movie. Go watch it now. Yes, the Santa Claus movie. So now on to my honourable mentions. These are films that I will watch at Christmas, but I just I don't think they're that great. But I will whack them on maybe if I feel up to it. But first up is this is in no particular order. These aren't ranked. But Disney's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, the animated one. It's good. I just don't think it's that great. Um, and I kind of find it about halfway through, it does get a bit boring. And it's quite dark actually for a kids' Christmas Carol Disney film. Which is a shame because it's done by one of my favourite directors, Robert Zemeckis. But I mean, yeah. So that's A Christmas Carol. Next up in my honourable mentions, when this first came out, I've got to say I did love it when I was younger. But watching it as I'm older, I've seen it so many times that it's just like, yeah. And I can imagine a few people being a bit disappointed with me when I say this, but it's the Polar Express. Don't get me wrong, it is a really good movie. But yeah, it's just I find it a bit now because I've seen it so many times and I watched this over and over when I was younger that I'm just. Ugh. I know I watched my top 10 quite a lot over Christmas, but this one I think I overplayed way too much, and yeah, it's just a bit. I will whack on from time to time, so that's another honourable mention, the Polar Express. Now the next two, these are not considered Christmas films, but I like to watch them at Christmas. One of them, to me, is definitely a Christmas film, but people argue that it's not, and that's what I was getting at when I said about Home Alone. But start off with, this is a Thanksgiving film, but obviously in the UK we don't have Thanksgiving, so I will usually watch this sort of around about now, leading into Christmas, just to sort of start off the Christmas vibes and the coming home for Christmas, sort of coming home for the holiday sort of vibe, and that is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yes, I know it's not a Christmas film, but yes, I do like to maybe watch this at sort of the end of November, leading into well, yeah, around sort of Thanksgiving time, but we don't have Thanksgiving here in the UK. But I'll usually stick this on at the beginning of Christmas, like I said, just to get me in the vibe. Really like this film. But yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Now, the film that everybody says isn't a Christmas film, but it most definitely is if you go on the same premise as Home Alone. It's just set at Christmas. Therefore, Home Alone is a Christmas film. And so are the first two in this film series, and it's Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas film. It's set at Christmas. John McClane's trying to get home for Christmas. He's gone to Nakatomi Tower to get his wife so they can go home for Christmas. There's a Christmas tree in it. There's Christmas music. They have Let It Snow at the end. It's a goddamn Christmas movie. God. So is the second one. It's all set at Christmas, except the third and the fourth and so on. But the first two, they're bloody Christmas movies. So stop arguing. It's a Christmas film. Ah. So, yes, Die Hard. It's a Christmas film. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked what you saw in this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you would like to see some more from my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, you can go and check out my TikTok. I do post some stuff that I don't post on here, and also my Instagram. I will post pictures of recent things I've bought, and they will go on there first before I show a video of them on here. So please do go check that out. And yeah, that's about it. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.